everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi if you guys are new here, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me while I chit chat and talk to you guys, give you guys some little updates, some story times about like the things that's happened along this trip that I didn't get to talk to you guys in the vlogs. So I wanted to sit down and just like, you know, talk to you guys, share some stories. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started getting ready today. I'm going to prime my face today. This is the Elemis Superfood Primer. It's like a glow primer, and I love using this lately because my skin was really dry when I got off the plane. I think like the first day that, oh my god, it's exploding. See that from the pressure from the plane. So my skin was like super sensitive, super dry the first few days. I did film like literally 2 get ready with me's when we were in Rome, but the lighting, the echoing of the bathroom, I just didn't like it. When I was trying to edit it, it was kind of like annoying me. So I decided to just wait till we came here because I knew I was going to get like more natural lighting in this room. But I just wanted to do like a little catch up with you guys and just talk to you guys about like what happened. Like getting here was a little bit chaotic and stuff. Last night my mom, my aunt, and her friends went to the grocery store. We saw these Starbucks, but the fridge here is like not cold enough. I don't know how to make it colder, but I gotta figure out how to do that in case we do want to bring something back. But there's no microwave in here though, unfortunately. I'm using a new foundation right now. I bought this like right before the trip during the Sephora sale because I noticed the Tom Ford soft matte foundation is getting discontinued. Maybe it's getting reformulated, I'm not too sure. But I got this NARS one. This is their soft matte foundation. This one is in the shade Light 4 Deauville, and I think it's a perfect match because I was actually mixing 2 foundations before I came here, and I didn't want to bring like too many. Oh my gosh, you guys, the foundation's like leaking out from all the pressure. But I think this one is like a perfect match. Like after it oxidizes and stuff, it looks pretty close to my skin tone. But I want to talk about like the chaotic story time of like getting here. So we get here, and then I I like messaged the Airbnb people because it's like a company. You know how like on Airbnb, it could be like someone that actually like owns the place, the house, condo, whatever that you're going into or whatever. It's not like that. It's actually like a company, and the building that we stayed in, they owned the entire building because like every apartment there had the doormats of every door at that apartment complex was the company's like doormat. So when I first was booking with them, I let them know like, hey, like our flight is coming in late. We will not be able to book at 3 p.m. Like we're actually getting in around like 10 p.m. So when I get there, I'm like trying to message them and no one's like answering, and I'm like freaking out because I have like me, my fiance, my brother, my sister-in-law, and 4 aunties. Okay, like I was freaking out, like why is no one responding to my message? I tried calling the number that was provided by Airbnb, and it was like obviously a company like line, and then the message was like, oh, we're like closed till 9 in the morning, so try back later. And I'm just like stuck at the airport with them. And then finally, like right when we decided to pick a hotel, just like a random hotel, let's just go to a random hotel and see if like the Airbnb people will respond back tomorrow, like the company, right? Right when we were on our way, we're like literally almost there, and then I get a text message. I think it's just like not good communication. Like, I mean, the Airbnb was fine, the guy was nice checking us in, but I just wish that there was a little bit more communication. Like I messaged them before I got there when we were on our layover in Istanbul for 4 hours. I like messaged them, let them know like, hey, we're on our way, like our flight is like a little delayed or whatever. And no one responded, so I was just like worried. Like I just wanted like a little bit of like a confirmation that we were gonna be okay like getting there, because I didn't want to like leave the airport. And I was like, oh thank god. So we rerouted ourselves to the Airbnb, and the guy that drove us drove so crazy. He was like driving in between lines, like he gave no F's. Like I was happy that he drove fast, but it was just crazy like how they drive here. He just like didn't care, he was just going, and he was super nice. So he like drove us and gave us like a little mini tour around, because I guess where we were staying was like perfectly centered like around everything. Like there was a bunch of things to do. So after that, everyone just settled in, knocked out. My brother has gone to like a bar pretty much every night we were in Rome, and I was like, you're so crazy. Like, he would go by himself too, like he didn't care. And I was like, okay, you go do that. Day before we left to come to Switzerland, my brother and his wife, my fiance and I decided to go back to Vatican City because they wanted to see the chapel, like the actually like inside, because when we were there it was so busy. So I fell asleep. Everyone's knocked out, right? I wake up, I just look at the time. I didn't even see if it was like AM or PM on my phone. And I thought it was past our time to be at our flight. I wake up and I'm like literally frantically like running around the Airbnb saying, oh my god, we just missed our flight. Like, no one woke me up. I was like, it's tomorrow. And I was like, what? My fiance like rolls over in bed and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, I just literally thought we like missed our flight, because I think I'm just like, what is it called, like on fight or flight mode, like being here, because I just want to make sure like we're on time, we're doing on task, like everything like that. And I just thought like, oh my god, I thought we like just missed it. It was hilarious. I felt so embarrassed after, but that's happened to me a couple of times like before, where I like woke up and I thought I had to go to work or something. So it happened to me on this trip, thinking that we were gonna miss our flight, because we have to make sure like we were on time for the flight too, because we had like a lot of customs paperwork to like go through, to like scan through and stuff to get our custom what is it called, our tax back or whatever. My makeup routine has been pretty much the same though. I'm using a couple new products like the foundation and I think just this, but I'm using the Givenchy powder to set my under eyes. This one is in Satin Blanc number 2, but I'm excited to share with you guys the vlogs. I'm trying to make them long enough where like I shared enough, and then but like not so long where like I'm just showing too much, because we did do a lot of museums and I saw a lot of artwork and things like that, so I was just trying to include like my most favorite like pieces of art, or like you know, any like the painted ceilings and stuff. I wanted to like really just showcase those parts. But then I realized like I'm not taking enough pictures, and I was like scrolling through, I was like, damn, I literally don't have any pictures of the church I went to in Vatican City, so I might have to just steal some from my fiance because he took some pictures. In the church, they also had like a little gift shop and like a little museum kind of like in there, and you're actually able to buy holy water from the church as well. So my fiance did that. He got a couple of those. It was a lot cheaper than when we purchased at the Vatican Museum, like some of the rosaries and stuff that we got for gifts. And it was funny, like my fiance goes, why is it so cheap here? I don't understand, like at the other place it was so expensive. And then I go, maybe the Pope just doesn't want to overcharge us because they know that would be wrong. And this lady like heard me, she started laughing so hard, and I was shocked that she like understood, because there's so many people all over the world coming to visit, and when she heard me she started laughing. But I was like, hey, could be true. We got a lot of good souvenirs to bring back home to his family. And then I got a bunch of chocolates yesterday, you guys. Like, I might have to do like a little chocolate haul before we leave Switzerland so I can show you guys the flavors that they have here. I know there's like lots of different flavors you can get, like in Paris as well, because my friend Jade, she told me that there's like a lint in Paris that has like all of it. And I also want to like go and get different brands as well, because my fiance's friend was just here, I think it was like last month, and he said that to get other chocolate brands aside from Lindt. I'm doing mostly chocolates for like coworkers and like friends, but then I have a few friends I definitely want to do like a small little like gift bag, like goodie bag kind of thing. But this trip I didn't expect to buy myself really anything. I just really wanted to buy my mom a bag for this trip, because you know, you guys know my mom spoils me and she always buys me like anything that I want and need, and always does her best to like get me things when she goes on her trip. So I thought, since this is our first trip overseas since I was a kid, this trip has been very important for her, and having my brother here too, I think that made her happy too. So I definitely wanted to make her remember this trip, so I got her a bag while we were on this trip. I thought she was gonna wear it. She said she was gonna wear it and she didn't, because I want to share with you guys. But for me, like personally, I don't really like need another bag right now. I had just purchased one not that long ago before we came here, the Picatin. So I'm not really like looking at any bags. I think the only thing I would probably want is like a beige color bag, so I want to look for that maybe in Paris, and then that's it. Like that's all that I really like care for or need for right now. But I'm using all NARS products. I just noticed I'm using NARS. Maybe I'll do my eyebrows next, because I always do my eyebrows last, but maybe I should do it first, or this part first, because this needs to dry, the Gimme Brow. This is so good. I love the Gimme Brow. I use this every day for work. It's just so easy. I'll just do like my moisturizer, my sunscreen, and then this. But I did end up finishing editing one vlog. It's kind of like the journey to Europe vlog, so that's going up soon. And then I'm going to edit the couple days in Rome, and then also this Get Ready With Me. The other videos will follow as well. So, oh, in this hotel, you guys, they have an iPad that you control like everything on it. I thought that was really cool. You can control like the blinds, the lighting. You can even control the light that's like in the shower. It's like blue right now, but if I want, I could change it to pink. Did you see that? Like yellow, back to blue. But oh yeah, Netflix and stuff is different here. So when I was like trying to watch something on Netflix, I noticed they don't have some things that we have, and then Netflix is like so different. I was like, oh, why are these shows on here? I've never seen them on Netflix before, but they don't have a lot of stuff. And I messaged Jade, like my friend that's from Ireland. I was like, girl, now I understand, like you guys don't have a lot of stuff to watch, like that's like, you know, American at least. But yeah, so overall this trip has been crazy. A lot of walking. This trip has been more walking than I think we've ever done. Like New York was a lot of walking, but I think we did a good amount of walking here too. Like maybe just as much, if not maybe a little bit more. I'm just gonna finish up my powder. I think in Rome it dumped on us like in the middle of the day, like randomly. It would say like it's not raining, right? But it dumped on us, I think like 2 or 3 days out of the 4 days we were there. So that kind of sucked. And we had to buy umbrellas, and then oh, we lost our umbrella. We didn't lose them, but like when we went to the Vatican City the first time on a Wednesday, the Pope comes out on Wednesdays, right? And they had security, like the army and everything. They told us we couldn't bring our umbrellas in. So I think my aunts brought like 2 or 3 umbrellas, I believe. It's like the really long ones, like the, you know, when you think of an umbrella, like that's what you think of, not like the compact ones, like the long ones. And they let us bring in like the compact ones. We had 2, right? And so they set us out against the wall, and they said like, oh, you can come back and get it or whatever. And after like the whole day of like walking around and stuff, we're like, okay, we gotta go back and get the umbrellas. Like my aunt would not stop asking about the umbrella. She kept telling my aunt like, we're gonna get it, don't worry, we're gonna get your precious umbrella. And they were super cheap. They're only like $10 like to buy the umbrella. So we went back there, and tell me why there's not a single umbrella there. So I just like looked at them and I was like, man. And it didn't even rain on us that day. That's like the funniest part, like that it didn't rain. The one day that we brought our umbrellas with us, it didn't rain at all. But yeah, that's so far what's been going on this trip. I'll probably do like another Get Ready With Me towards the end. Maybe like a little Q&A, like any questions about travel wise and stuff like that, and like planning wise. I'll probably ask on Instagram for that. In case anyone's interested. Any tips, because like I learned a lot of stuff like coming here and like going around and things like that. So anything to help you guys on your next journey, because we learned a couple of new things like traveling abroad. It's like totally not the same as like traveling within the United States, right? So yeah, let me do lipstick. Do this little lipstick, because the other one is a matte lipstick and it's kind of windy here, so I don't want my lipstick to get too dry. And this lipstick is the Chanel Rouge Allure Ink in 168 Serenity. It's my favorite color. I get a lot of compliments from you guys on this, so this is the one that I use. Last but not least, the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray. Alright everyone, that's it to my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I'm excited to go and do my first full day here in Switzerland. I can't wait till you guys see the vlogs, and I hope you guys are enjoying them so far. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye everyone.